What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sean back with another video. Life creates a future. Remember that. I don't really have nothing to talk about today, other than let's talk about. Let's talk about feelings. Never let nobody try to steal the way that you feel, because they'll try. If you don't pay attention to your surroundings, or if you allow somebody to come in and try to get you to talk about something that you don't want to talk about, you gotta dismiss them with kindness, because they can't force you to have that conversation with them. Dismiss them with kindness. Let them know straight up, hey, right now is not the time to be having this conversation. I'm gonna get back at you with that, And sometimes, they'll interrupt their spirit. They get a little upset with you for saying that. But you know what? I care about how you gonna feel after this, and that's the reason why I'm not gonna have this conversation with you. It's almost like you gonna open up another conversation, but you dismissing it. You letting them know, hey, look, I don't want to talk about this right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to have a good day. I don't care what it is that I say. I don't care if I agree with you. You might still get mad. If I don't agree with you, you're going to get mad. One way or another, it's not the right time to have this conversation. And, it's going to throw them off a little bit. They might get upset, but guess what? They're going to feel better not talking about it themselves than rather talking about it, because they didn't get an answer. It's going to keep them wondering. At least they can go on with their day. See, some people don't even understand that, man. Some people don't understand that, the questions that they ask, sometimes if they get the answer that they wasn't waiting on, the answer that they wasn't expecting more so, you'll see them act a little bit different. They'll get upset. They start to show their emotions and feelings. And this isn't no particular person, man or woman. This is just every day. This is just something that just came to my mind, actually. I don't know who this message is for, but take that into this world and move with it. You know what I'm saying? Take that with your everyday life, Sometimes, you might even go to work and, somebody, your manager, somebody that's your coworker, somebody could be having a bad day or something. So guess what they're going to try to do? Bring you down. You know what I'm saying? But don't let them do that. You know what I'm saying? But answer them with kindness. Don't ignore them. Answer them, respond to them with kindness. And look, right now isn't the time to talk about that, because we need to be talking about something else that's uplifting. You know what I'm saying? It might throw them off that you even saying that. Like, they might just even go quiet just because. But when they go quiet, you feel that energy, and that'll let you know if you need to be around them or not. Because if their energy is off, you need to go ahead and figure something else out, because at the end of the day, who you are and how your day goes shouldn't be determined on somebody else's. And sometimes people can make their day your day. Whatever they're feeling, they can send it off to you, especially if they in your bubble. If they in your bubble, they can do it, man. That's why I don't even like going out in public, because you don't know who you around. You don't know you don't know what people are feeling and stuff like that. Around you, man, I'm trying to tell you, to all that, to whomever it concerns, pay attention to what's going on around you, because people will allow their feelings to jump at you. Change your whole perspective. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give you a little story, and this right here is going. This right here should tell anybody that, oh man, yeah, I need to really pay attention. Not ignore people, but I need to pay attention to what's going on. All right, anyway. I go on the Target, the local Target. Gentleman, he walked away with his money coming back out of his change or whatever. So, as I approach the register, I see the change right there, and I'm looking around. I come on, man. I don't need his money, and I wasn't gonna give it to the person that was behind me. That's for daggone sure. So I get the money. I'm looking around, and I'm like, man, what the heck? I'm confused, because I'm like, I don't want it. I got my own money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this. So I seen the guy in the white shirt, and the guy next to me, he said, yeah, it belongs to that guy in the white shirt. And I'm like, well, damn, I need to figure out, how to get it. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and chase them out. So I got my daughter with me. I couldn't just make any real decision besides, let me try to see if I can find him out in the parking lot. So I go ahead and, you know, I set his money down. I pull out my money, pay for it. And then I hear somebody behind me go, like they clear their throat. Not thinking anything of them, like somebody probably got an itchy throat or something. But, you know, so as I'm doing that, and I look over, I see the employee going over to the guy that's beside me, and you know I can just sense some tension, you know. And I'm like, man, what in the world is going on? What is this weirdness I'm feeling? So I grab his money, pay for my stuff, and then my change dispersed. It was only quarters and stuff, so I'm about to leave that. But my daughter, she turned around and went to go get the change. So I went, got her, got the change, and started going out the door. And the dude walks back in. And I hold his money up in the air. And he gets it. He was like, man, thank you, man. He felt the sincerity, you know what I'm saying? And knew and was lucky to have somebody to give it back to him and shook my hand. It was $10, a $10 bill. I could have used it to buy my stuff if I wanted it, if I needed it. I would have used it to buy my stuff, but I didn't. Do you know that after that I felt guilt? I felt guilt. But it wasn't my guilt. It wasn't my guilt. That guilt was somebody else's. Well, that somebody else had me feel like that because whatever was going on behind me in that bubble, whatever people were feeling, they actually handed something off to me to make me feel like that. As if I was, you know what I'm saying, a stealer or whatever. Don't worry, I gotta steal anything. You see, that's what happens when you don't know people. You got to stop making assumptions about them. You can't just immediately think that somebody is the way that they are without even knowing them. It's like a judgment of character, you know what I'm saying? Just because this person looks a certain way, I'm going to judge them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to judge his character, you know? I don't need that money. I got a nice car, I got a nice house, you know? I dress accordingly, you know what I'm saying? And I can drive my older car if I really desire. I mean, you don't know me to make that judgment, but that's exactly how I felt. As soon as I got in my car, you know what I did? I felt it. I felt draining. I felt like a lost energy. And after that, I prayed it away. I prayed it away, and as soon as I prayed it away, gone. But you want to know what it did to me afterwards? I was tired. I felt tired. I needed to go to sleep or something, you know? I just wanted to go home. I just wanted to get out of the world. And I'm like, once when I got home, I felt good again. I felt uplifted, you know? But I said to myself, holy smokes, how many people was thinking down on me inside of that store? Because I had the right intentions. Man, you know, but when you're protected by the Most High, you know, you always supposed to pray those types of energies away, because, you know, people will try to give you something that you don't need, but when you protect it and you pray it away, it'll get away from you. You know what I'm saying? Once when I got home, I felt great. And that's my story. Pay attention to how people make you feel. If people ain't good for your spirit, you need to get away from it. You know, and you sometimes you can't help it out in the world. But feelings, you need to pay attention to them. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up anymore on this video. I just wanted to share that with you. Remember, life creates a future. Your boy Sean signing out.